Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of NEBO Unboxed. I'm Zach, and today I'm unboxing NEBO's ZBug Lantern Plus Light. It's a powerful pop-up LED lantern and spotlight with a built-in bug zapper and bug-attracting near UV lights. You'll find all the instructions printed on the opposite side of the label that comes attached to the lantern, but let's go ahead and take a look at the lantern itself. The first thing you'll notice about the ZBug Lantern is the rubber handle at the top of the light here. You'll also notice the brush that is stored in the handle. We'll come back to the brush later, but for now I want to show you the lantern. To reveal the lantern, simply pull up on the rubber handle with one hand while holding the base of the light secure with your other hand. Inside the lantern, you'll notice a bug-zapping electric grid. You'll also notice a warning label here indicating that you should never attempt to touch the electric grid. There are plastic guards around the outer part of the lantern, making it difficult to accidentally zap yourself. But it's worth noting that the ZBug Lantern is not a toy and should never be left in a place where children could easily get to it. It's also worth noting that while the lantern can be used outdoors, it is not waterproof, so be sure to take the appropriate precautions. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the performance of the lantern. To activate lantern mode, make sure the light is in the lantern position and press the power button on the side here. The lantern will immediately turn on in high mode, which is up to 250 lumens, shining at a distance of up to 10 meters or 32 feet for 6 hours. The lantern also has the ability to dim. To dim the lantern, while it's on, simply press and hold the power button. The lantern will slowly dim down and will flash once it's reached its lowest setting, which is up to 24 lumens, shining at a distance of up to 4 meters or 13 feet for 28 hours. Since the lantern has been on for more than 8 seconds, pressing the power button at this point will turn it off altogether. But the ZBug Lantern also has power memory, meaning it can activate straight to the last used dim setting. To use power memory, double-click the power button and the light will turn on in the last used dim setting. Clicking the power button again will turn the light off. Now, to activate the bug-zapping electric grid, turn the lantern on and then press the power button a second time within 8 seconds of powering on the lantern. You'll notice the blue near UV LEDs turn on to indicate that the electric zapping grid is activated. These near UV LEDs also help to attract bugs to the lantern. In this mode, the lantern light is up to 32 lumens, shining at a distance of up to 4 meters or 13 feet for 24 hours. The light cannot be dimmed in this mode, and since the lantern has been powered on for more than 8 seconds at this point, clicking the power button will turn both the light and the electric zapping grid off. However, there is a third mode on the lantern which can be activated by turning on the lantern and then pressing the power button 2 additional times within 8 seconds of powering on the lantern. This mode activates only the blue near UV LEDs and the electric bug zapping grid. This mode is useful for when you are in a very dark area and need the lantern to last for longer periods of time without battery changes. In this mode, the near UV LEDs and bug zapping electric grid will last for a whopping 40 hours. It's worth noting that the bug zapping electric grid performs best in the second mode, with both the white lantern LEDs and the blue near UV LEDs active at the same time. The power of the white light combined with the blue glow of the near UV LEDs makes it a very attractive target for bugs of all kinds. Okay, so you're probably wondering about the brush at the top of the light that I mentioned earlier, and that is used for exactly what you're thinking, to brush off all of those zapped bugs from the electric grid. To use the brush, simply pull it out of the rubber handle and make sure the ZBug Lantern and its electric grid are off. Then insert the brush in between the plastic guards around the edge of the lantern and gently sweep the zapped bugs off the grid. Gently turn the lantern sideways and shake it out outside or over a trash can to dispose of zapped bugs. Rinse the brush thoroughly and dry it before returning it to the rubber handle. For best results, be sure to sweep the electric grid after each use. Closing the lantern is as easy as pressing down on the top, And when the lantern is closed, pressing the power button will activate the spotlight that is located at the bottom of the lantern here. But before we look at the power of the spotlight, it would be nice if our handle was in a better position. Good news, the handle is adjustable. First, remove the brush from the rubber handle, and then pinch the buckle on the right side of the light until it is released from the base. Swing the rubber handle over the top of the light and pinch the loose buckle and insert it into the base located directly near the power button. Once the buckle is aligned properly with the holes in the base, simply release the buckle to lock it in. Finally, return the brush to the rubber handle by inserting it into the 2 holes on the handle like so. In this case, the brush acts as a lock that ensures the handle is properly arched. You can return the handle to the lantern setting by repeating these steps in the opposite order. Okay, so now let's take a look at the power of the spotlight. As I mentioned before, when the lantern is pushed down and totally hidden, pressing the power button will activate the spotlight in high mode, which is up to 120 lumens, shining at a distance of up to 120 meters or 393 feet for a whopping 18 hours. The light is also dimmable in this mode. Simply press and hold the power button and the light will begin to dim. The light will flash once it has reached its lowest dim setting, which is up to 12 lumens, shining at a distance of up to 38 meters or 124 feet for an unbelievable 90 hours. And this kind of performance makes the ZBug Lantern Plus Light one of NEBO's longest lasting portable handheld flashlights. The spotlight also has power memory, just like the lantern, so you can easily return it to the last used dim setting by double tapping the power button. This is useful for when you need a light, but you don't want it to be so bright. Dim the light down to its lowest setting and then turn it off. Now, anytime you want a powerful light, simply click the power button on or off. But if you want the lowest mode, simply double tap the power button. Now, you're probably wondering, with run times like that, what's powering this thing? I mean, after all, the run times on this light are pretty insane. It must be some sort of crazy custom battery that is impossible to find replacements for, right? Wrong. The ZBug Lantern Plus Light is powered by 3 easy-to-replace regular alkaline AA batteries. You'll find them in the battery compartment at the top here, which can be accessed by following the instructions on the top which indicate to turn the top counterclockwise. After turning the top until it won't turn anymore, simply pull up to reveal the battery compartment. Be sure to replace the batteries following the plus and minus signs in the compartment. Once you've refreshed your batteries, return the lid to the top and turn it clockwise until it locks into place. Also worth noting is the ZBug Lantern Plus Light's IP44 water and dust resistance rating. So while it is not waterproof and should not be operated under wet conditions, a little water won't break the light. Just be sure that the electric grid is never active when water is present near or on the ZBug Lantern Plus Light. So there you have it, the ZBug Lantern Plus Light. Not only does it zap bugs dead, but it is also a great LED lantern and spotlight with amazing run times. This thing truly is the perfect way for you to take control of your time spent outdoors. Well, that'll do it for this episode of NEBO Unboxed. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'm Zach, and we'll see you next time.